What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 6th episode of the Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited. This one's titled Ill Got, Ill Spent, which has a theory running in my mind, and I'll talk about it in a little bit once I go through the recap. But yeah, we're actually on time this week. I've fixed that, so I'm not missing shows anymore. Well, after I finish Snafu, but yeah, close enough. So last time, we were, along with the main task force, Task Force 1 or whatever they were called. What are they called? I forget. Division 1, that's the one. So we're joining alongside Division 1 to protect President Alvarez of Poliador, who is aiming to construct a large dam, which is controversial because it would ultimately destroy indigenous history, essentially, from in an attempt to modernize. Basically, he's trying to do this for the good of the country, which is fair, but it would damage the indigenous population's culture and history and all this sort of thing, which is a very, very tricky road to go down, because it comes down to, well, who's in the right there? Like, he is the president of the country, so he's doing it for the benefit of the country, but is it right to squander the indigenous populations that have been there for the entire... It's a complex subject, and has some real-world implications, which I think people still discuss to this day. So, we're not going to go too far into it. But anyway, that's the problem. The indigenous population is trying to defend their history. And as a result, one such indigenous member has managed to get on his personal protection service. I don't know how. Maybe it was just something that... It was either a long-term goal, or it just happened to line up. That he felt very differently to when the president made his declaration on this dam. I don't know. Has a package of VX gas, which is apparently a very nasty nerve agent. It's a military chemical warfare. Yeah, this shit's dangerous. Now, naturally, as a chemical weapon, you cannot use it. It is banned by the United Nations. I mean, you ban something, but it's like, if anyone was seriously to abide by the bans, they wouldn't go to war in the first place, so someone would eventually use it eventually. I'm sure, like, you have these bans on nuclear weapons, chemical weapons, eventually someone's going to use them, and it's not going to be pretty. Like, I just don't have that much faith in humanity not to use these weapons that are so inhumane and destructive that someone's going to use one eventually, and it's going to become a big thing, and then both sides will start using it, and then all rules go out the window as soon as an actual war breaks out. Anyway, he plants that in the panic room chamber, so in the event of there being something, usually a VIP or someone, since they can't get them out of the venue that easily, it's best to have a safe room that you know is as protected as it can be, cannot be infiltrated, all this. But obviously, since he's on security detail, he had access, and he had the only key access, or at least he thought he did. And as soon as it was known that he was the one, he had fled and committed suicide for his cause. Unfortunately, his cause would not be fulfilled because, thanks to Haru, they and his team's unlikely befriending of an elderly janitor who happens to have the same key design, like he made a copy of it somehow. Like, it can't be that advanced with a panic room key if a janitor can make a copy of it. Just saying. But he was using it for his naughtier exploits, let's put it that way. And we managed to get into the room just as the timer was ticking down. And interestingly, Kanbei Daisuke could not get access to the plans for this, even though this is technically a product that his company makes. So it's just a normal tear gas canister, but it was filled with VX gas. I don't think Kanbei Group has access to VX gas naturally. It's just their gas canister was used. So yeah. So he doesn't have clearance somehow. So I'm wondering who in the family does have clearance. And with the title of this room being ill got, ill spent, as soon as you think of all these titles have reference to money, essentially, right? Either of them being sayings like this one is, or be it quotes from people. It always refers to money in the end. And when you think of ill-got money, you think criminal activity. You're thinking robbery. You're thinking trafficking. You're thinking drug trade. You're thinking all this sort of stuff. So I'm wondering if the Kanbei name and the way it's earned his money, I'm wondering if there's not a hint of that going on behind the scenes that most people don't know about. Maybe Daisuke himself is not aware of it and was hidden from that sort of thing. We also had the older one of the older investigators, Chosuke, start to look into it, and Kanbei's following or tracing his movements as well to see what's going on. At first, I thought Chosuke Nakamoto. At first I thought he was being suspicious about it, but now I'm starting to doubt the Kanbei family more than this one detective. Because, especially with a title like Ill Got, Ill Spent, like, I'm starting to doubt Kanbei family and what might be going on behind the scenes. So, I think there's more to it than meets the eye, and I'm very excited for it to potentially go that way. Anyway, with that said, I'm gonna get into the episode. I realised it was a long intro, but whatever. I like having long intros sometimes. As always, these are time-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play, and then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, we'll all be in sync. Watching the official Funimation version, since that's the version available here in the UK and US. I'll call out the logos and such, because we've got, I think it's Aniplex and Funimation logos. I'll also call out when the OP starts, so you know we're roughly in sync, for those who watch different versions. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into today's video, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex logo. Shortly followed by Funimation. Little hint, by the way, since this screen's very bright, reflects my face, as well as the third animation, which I can't even remember what studio this represents. But you can watch the screen flicker on my face, so you know when to sync up properly, if you're roughly in sync. Okay, that is the gas canister. Who has authority? That's also hidden. Because you're being tracked at all times. Interesting. He was using Hughes just fine, so it can't have been that interrupted. OP time. Such a good OP. I've been thinking about that one moment when you see everyone walking around with the shadows. I think it's Kanbei there who has a red shadow. Someone has a red shadow. I think it's Kanbei, Daisuke. I'm wondering what the relevance of that is. I mean, if we're going to continue along the vein of ill-got money and assume criminal, maybe there is a criminal aspect to him. I don't believe he would be knowingly criminal. I don't believe him to be that type of character. Like, he believes in money, but I don't know. God, I'm doubting everything now. Alright. Here we go. Ah, she's so cheerful. Mm-hmm. Alright, here we go. Excuse me. Uh-huh. Uh, Throw him under the bus immediately. I mean, the suspect committed suicide. What are you meant to do about that? Wow. Technically true. I don't really believe that, but whatever. They seem unnecessarily cruel to him at this point. Like, I'm almost thinking now there's conspiracy against him for some reason, because, like, some of the decision making has been very off. Hmm. What lead have you got on this whole thing? Even the chief noticed. What is he doing? I assume something with Husk. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Classified administration. Okay. Yeah, no shit. This seems like something you dig too deep, you get killed for. It really does. Oh. He's actually confronting him. Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Kind of. Oh, okay. Interesting. Hmm. If you don't get killed beforehand. I've only got so many days till retirement. Are we really going to pull that cliche here? This guy's dead, right? This guy's totally going to be killed now. I mean, they've given him too many hints now for him. Yeah. Yeah, probing about Kanbei as well. Who the hell are you? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. He's probing real deep now. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Fair. It's immediately folded. She knows. She knows the book. She knows they couldn't do anything. Oh, hello. Kanbei's investigating though. He don't care. He got money. So that's what. Okay, that's what he's been piloting. He's been practicing it. Okay. What damage is gonna happen? Speeding up. What's he doing? Is he trying to scare her? Okay. Off he goes. We have a chase scene. God, I love the music of this show. Oh. Oh. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's real or. It seemed too convenient for him to be. Yeah, okay, it was an image. Okay. 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 I was about to say, I thought, there's no way he would, right? But, they showed the screen flicker when the machine clicked under the car. Showed that they all did that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oof. Of course not. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something fishy's going on in all of this. Right, but we got you here. Might as well talk some more. Hmm. Hmm. Shigemaru? Oh, that's a lie. Who was that, I wonder? Okay. Oh. Oh, hello. What was that tattoo? Transactions. ADM. Yep. Yep. You don't. Yep. Hmm. What is going on between all of them? What is this huge conspiracy that's going on around even Kanbei that he doesn't know of? In the direct. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Not that good, as it turns out. You're closest to him. Alright. It'll go ill Spence. We back. Alright. There's that tattoo again. What is the deal with this tattoo? Hmm. 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 I mean, yeah. Hmm. This one case, he's still. It's. I think this case is personal to him more than just being a cold case. He's thinking why he's not allowed to know the answers. I mean, yeah. Okay. Obviously, he's watching. Okay. Hmm, even her. Okay, so they're both in the same boat. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna use this just to talk to her. Yep. Hmm. Oh. Family. Yeah, the kids. I'm guessing that's her son. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Once it's on the internet, it's gonna spread like wildfire. That's the power of the internet. Is she gonna cave? Okay, she caved in. Why would you call your boss? Found that a little suspicious, but whatever. You think? Yeah. It says justice is too high. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, this complicates things massively. Hang on. There's no way he did. There's no way Kanbei just blew the car up. Surely not. But I mean, it's had a heart monitor in the top left, right? And that was like 64 whilst he watched the explosion. So here he come with murder. Whoa, 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 whoa. We gotta go back through all that. Hang on. Banging ED, yes, but still. But yeah, I want to look at some of the stuff at the end there because that went by a bit too quick for me to read it all and catch it all. Okay. Was that Sayori Kanbei? Murder case of Sayori Kanbei. I think that's what that end bit said. Alright, and that's it. No preview for next time. Okay. So, we're going back. which is a little difficult to do in the Funimation player compared to Crunchyroll, but whatever. Okay, so why is Chosan going that far? Leaves, goes to a locker. Sayori Kanbei murder case investigation headquarters. Sayori Kanbei. Sayori Kanbei. Who is that in relation to Kanbei? Mother? So we know the grandmother's alive. So my first guess would immediately be... mother. Because I don't think we know anything about his parents as of right now, do we? We know his grandmother, because we've seen her. But, past that, we don't know much about his, family. There's a bunch going on right now. Oh wait, no, let me go back. I want to see just after the car explosion. And Kanbei was watching on the cameras from the roof. User Kanbei. Heart rate, steady 64, as if he was expecting it. Why would he blow it up? Why would he kill her? What does that benefit him by? Why? I don't think Kanbei blew the car up. They're heavily implying it here. But he never actually answers Cho's question. Does he? Yeah, they left it on an intentional cliffhanger to make it seem like it is. I don't think it was him. I really don't think it was him. I don't see Kanbei having any benefit to doing it. I just don't see why he would off her. Like, she was a link to him learning more about why he's not allowed authorization in certain Kanbei stuff. So killing her would seem to eliminate his ability to learn more. So I don't know why he would do that. Maybe he doesn't want other people finding out, but at the same time, it's like, he seems as unaware of what is going on inside his own conglomerate company as everyone else here is trying to find out as well. Maybe he didn't want Chosan to be the one to find out about anything, but I don't think that he would be the type of guy to do that. I don't think Kanbei did it. I think he expected it. I think he knew that would happen because there was so much interest shown in her. But I don't think he did it. I don't know. I have difficulty believing he has any motive to do it. Well, it seems to specifically involve, what's the name of the guy, Alvarez, where is he from? Poliador. It seems to directly involve Poliador's Kanbei group, so the group in that country, on that republic, I should say. So it seems to be a lot of ties going towards that. Yeah, I just don't believe he would have killed him. I don't think that benefits him in any way. Daisuke I'm talking about here. So I'm imagining someone else in the family. I mean, it would be one hell of a reveal if the grandmother turned out to be responsible. But that would be one hell of a twist if it was her. But I don't think it is. I think it's an unmentioned, or as of yet, unmentioned and unnamed member of the Kanbei family. That's pulling strings, getting... seems to have a lot of political influence. A lot of political influence and influence with the law here as well. I think the chief is involved. Not our division chief, but the higher up one, that the general, the chief general, whatever the hell his title was, that they mentioned in this episode. I get the feeling he's involved in all this as well. It was a really well done explosion, by the way. I just want to watch this again. Just the tension, the music build up, then cutting it, and then letting the explosion ring out. It was very well done. Now, also, crazy theory time. I think for the reasons of just not being too gruesome, they didn't show bodies in the car. Or what would remain of their bodies in the car. But also, because they haven't specifically shown it, there's a potential they weren't in the car when it exploded. An investigation has not had time to be conducted. But I think that's reaching a bit too far to say, but they were never in the car to begin with. It was all an illusion and a trick. I don't think so. Like, I know we've pulled the illusion trick thing before already, but I don't think that's going to be the case with this. I think it's just that they didn't want to be too gruesome in showing charred and exploded bodies. So, yeah. I don't think it was Daisuke. I think someone... I'm wondering if it's a coincidence as well that Daisuke was then taken into the panic room along with Alvarez. Like, that seemed to be just like an indigenous person having a plot to kill the president, but the fact that it's the same country that this all originated from as well within Kanbei, and Kanbei Polydor is mentioned as well, makes me think if maybe going after Polydor was almost a cover-up to go after Kanbei at this point. Although at that point, I don't think Kanbei had any suspicions about his own family at that point, did he? So I don't know if that would work. I don't know. I'm wondering if that was just a coincidence that Kanbei was also potentially going to be caught up in the gas release, the VX gas or whatever. I don't know. So, theory time for next episode. Daisuke did not cause the explosion, but he expects it to happen because he knew they were getting too close to her. That's what I'm going with here. It would be a very big tone shift if Daisuke actually did it. It'd be a huge tone shift if it turned out that he was the one that caused the explosion, but I don't think that's the case. I think whoever... I think that company has ties with a relative in the Kanbei family, likely a mother or father that has yet to be mentioned, I think. Someone will have to tell me if in the first few episodes they did mention it. It's been a while since I watched the first few episodes, of course. Since those came out in, like, April, May. So, it's been a while since I've seen them. But I don't know if his family, other than sister, Suzue, and grandmother, I don't think anyone else in his family has been mentioned. I don't know if the mother and father are still around. I think they are, and they're probably just, like, so important that he just never spends time with them because they're always off in different countries doing different things, since they have that much influence. I'm going to assume it's one of them that's probably pulling the strings here. For what purpose? I don't know. What purpose would they have? What purpose would they have? Okay, let's assume Kanbei Group wanted the president of Polydor dead. Why would they want him dead? Because they side with indigenous people? No. There's nothing in it for them if they did. the political unrest that was following Polyador, what would that allow them to do? Would that allow Kanbei Group to make further strides? Probably not. I feel like they already have a good grip on what's going on in there. I don't see what the end objective is here. I think there's still a few too many puzzle pieces missing to make a judgment on what they could possibly benefit from what's going on right now. So, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued by this show. But I'm going to stick with Daisuke. I don't think he caused that explosion. I just think he expected it because he knew they were getting too close. Interesting. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. This show's super interesting. I'm loving every single second of it. It's so good. And it's making me think, and I'm enjoying every moment. The music in this is just magnificent. One of the best OSTs this season, I think. I would probably struggle to think of a show with better music this season. Like, what's honestly competing with this? Miss Love's Queen's Choice has had some decent tracks here and there. ReZero is ReZero, so of course it's got some good budget behind it. But no, I don't think anything's honestly competing with this season for the music side of things, at least in my opinion. So, leave comments on what you thought of the episode, as well as your theories of where this is going, and any questions that I asked throughout the episode, of course. Yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode. I'm still blown away by this. We're only halfway through. This was the halfway point of the show. Insane. Absolutely insane. I'm so sad this is only 11 episodes, but my god, these are going to be an intense final few episodes. Subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. We're aiming for 250 subs this season. I think we can make it. The midpoint of these shows this season are getting real good. Like, you've got ReZero ramping up, you've got Decadence ramping up, you've got all the Thursday shows ramping up, with Miss Love Queen's Choice ramping up. This is ramping up. A lot of shows are just getting super, super interesting. Demon King's ramping up. It's just getting insane. God of High School's ramping up. Such a good season. Like, I think this might be my favorite season of shows. It's better than Spring 2020 for sure. Spring 2020 was a weird season. But I think it's definitely beating that in terms of overall enjoyment of shows. And I think it's rivaling Winter 2020 as well. Winter 2020 had a lot of shows that were good, but I think this might be rivaling them. So we'll see how it goes by the end of the season. So thank you everyone for watching. And until next time, see you guys later.